This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up, this DC Channel Guns. Can I make another gun video? Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. Appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the love, support. Appreciate everything that y'all do for the 2A community. Like I said before, y'all the star people. I'm just the messenger. I'm just every citizen trying to uphold the Constitution, defend the Second Amendment. So with that said, I want to talk about something when it comes to concealed carry. Now, I've been talking about concealed carry. I've been talking about the mistakes and stuff that is out there. And, one thing I've been stressing is that, when you're carrying your firearm and stuff like that, your EDC and everything, guess what? You have to keep it on you. Things happen. And, you have a lot of people still leaving their weapons in the car. They're leaving their firearm in the car and stuff like that. So let me get on to the story. Now, I'm going to tell you a story that, a lot of people, somebody might experience. I don't really know. But this is a conversation between me and another guy who was at the gun shop and stuff. And this is the story that he was telling us that he was involved in and everything. Now, this guy was a concealed carrier. Now, he went somewhere, and where he went at, they didn't allow firearms and everything. So what he did, he wasn't familiar with the area, so he was trying to find a good place to park before he got there. And so he parked somewhere, and because they didn't allow firearms and stuff like that, he left his gun in the vehicle. Now, he left the gun in the vehicle. Now, if you're going somewhere that don't allow firearms or whatever the case may be, I'm talking about if you're going to live in your vehicle, we always talk about get you some type of vehicle storage box, some type of lock box and stuff like that, because you never know what's going to happen. Now, in this situation, he left his concealed weapon in the vehicle, and he left it in the holster and everything. He didn't have a lock box. He said he put it in his console and everything. He figured that, he'll go in, he wasn't going to be in there long, and he'll be back out. See, that is the mindset to a lot of people. And like I said, car theft is constantly happening when you're at these retailers, wherever you at, there's always someone breaking into cars and stuff like that. And that is something that, I always talk about. Now, as he left his firearm and stuff in the vehicle, he went into the place. Now, the thing is, he said that he couldn't find a good place to park, so he parked somewhere, not paying attention to none of the signs and stuff like that. So a lot of you probably see where he's going at. So when he left out of the building where he was at, and the place that he was at and everything, he goes back out to go to his vehicle, and guess what? His vehicle was gone, people. They had towed his vehicle. Now, he's trying to find out, okay, who towed his vehicle and everything. And think about it. His concealed carry weapon is inside the vehicle. See, this is some stuff that a lot of people don't think about. When you're parking your vehicle and stuff, especially some of these places where you can't park, they allow hour parking, 30 minutes parking. A lot of these places has these signs and stuff. Or, parking is enforced and all this kind of stuff if you're not authorized to park there. So they towed his vehicle. So now he's going back into the back into the building to find out where's his, vehicle and stuff at. Do they have any information? So the people inside didn't have any information. So they don't know who towed his vehicle. So he's looking for signs or something to see, hey, who towed my vehicle and stuff like that. So he was directed to go to another place where he got some information who could possibly tow his vehicle. Now, he said by the time that happened, everything, and then he had to call someone to get him to take him where his vehicle was when he found out who the place was and everything. Now, most of these people who tow your vehicle and stuff, they say they're not responsible for stuff that's inside your vehicle, your car and everything. So, you're assuming that his vehicle was locked and everything. No one could get in it and stuff like that. Now, this is another big problem that he ran into. Now, for some reason, when they towed his vehicle, I don't know what time that this place closed or whatever, but by the time he got over to the place to retrieve his car, the place was closed. And so he said it was on another part of the town. Now, the place was closed. I think he said it was after 5 o'clock. They had already closed and left. So he said he seen his vehicle at the place inside the gated fence and everything. So, the story goes on and on, people. I'm just telling you, this is crazy here. So, the place opened up the next day. Now, so he goes back to the place that morning, I think sometime around about 10 o'clock. And, when he go to tell him, hey, your vehicle's towed and stuff like that, then they tell him, hey, we saw his report that someone broke into your vehicle. Now, They're saying they're not responsible for no items and stuff that was in the vehicle and everything. So he said someone broke into his vehicle. Now, multiple cars were broke in while they was inside of their fence. Their fence is supposed to be secure and everything. It's supposed to be a secure gate, but someone broke into the fence. Now, this story is pretty much blowing my mind as we listened. Me and another guy who's listened to the story and everything. So as they were telling that, if any item missing, whatever, they're not responsible for it. So here, Rita told him, say, hey, I had my firearm inside the vehicle when it got towed at the time. So they goes to the vehicle and everything, and he goes into his vehicle, and he's seen that, his back door window was broke. And so he goes into the console and everything, seeing that the door was open and everything. And guess what? His phone was stolen. And the tow truck company saying they're not responsible for, anything that is taken in on the property and everything, but they tow his vehicle. They supposed to, his vehicle is supposed to be secure on their property and everything. So, the police were called earlier for a break-in and stuff that cars were broke into at the tow truck company and everything. But at the same time, they didn't go through and then, check none of the cars and see if there was any damage and stuff. I'm talking about, it's just remarkable to me. These are things that has happened out there. So he calls the police goes and he makes an incident and everything. Now, two things that he ran into that a lot of gun owners should know. If you own a firearm and everything, you need to have records, serial numbers of your firearm. And this person here didn't have the serial number to get the police about the firearm and everything. He didn't have none of that stuff on hand and stuff. And it kind of caught him off guard that he didn't have none of this information. He knew the name of the firearm and all this, but he didn't have the serial number. So, it's good that you have some type of card or something, whatever firearm you're carrying, to have some serial number. Because I look at a lot of reports, there's a lot of gun owners who firearm is stolen and they don't have the serial number. They don't have the paperwork. They're not keeping, up with all their paperwork and stuff like that. But, I knew before I learned things a long time ago to keep serial numbers and records and stuff, of your farms and everything, just in case something happened. And if I'm carrying a farm or whatever the case may be, I keep a serial number and a record on that on me with the farm that I consistently carry all the time, my EDC carry. But that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. But he didn't have none of that information. So he got back up with the police and told them about the farm and all this kind of stuff. But the tow truck company said that they're not responsible, and he's been going on with them and everything, and he's possibly going to take them to court for what happened and everything. And guess what? He still had to pay the towing fee and all this kind of stuff. So, the expenses just keep racking up, and plus he lost his farm, and you don't know who got this farm, when it's going to turn up in a crime and stuff like that. So that is the reason why I say, if you're carrying a farm, keep it on you at all times. And if you're going to have it in your vehicle, have it in some type of lock box. Because if you had it in a lock box, there was a 50% chance that they wouldn't be able to take that. They would have just, whatever they couldn't get, they would have just went on about their business. Considering that they went into a protected fence and stuff like that. Now, they checked the security cameras and stuff, but they're saying that the security camera didn't get video of that location and everything. But I wanted to tell y'all this story because there's some crazy stuff out there. These are some of the stories that is going on and stuff like that. I have heard a lot of stories out there, people, but I want to, tell you that story because someone had left me a message similar to that story and everything. But this is the reason why I say, if you're going to carry a firearm, you must be in control of that firearm all times. And if you can't carry it, just leave it home locked up, people, because this is how firearms and stuff is getting missing and stolen and getting out there used in crimes and stuff. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.